Come on, get my spaceship. It's my spaceship. It's a second best character in the game. Third best, second best.
Stand by, shore party.
Let me get onto my ship.
Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Hey, I've never done this.
Listen up, Normandy.
This is your commander speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit, and I refuse to let anything get in the way of that mission.
The Council wants to ignore this.
That's no surprise. They never helped us in the past, no reason they'd start now. But we don't need their help. We can do this on our own.
Wherever Saren goes, we'll follow.
Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down.
None of the other species has the guts, grit, or balls to deal with this.
The other species that you're picking up.
We're the only ones who can stop Saren. I swear to you
Look
all,
at the casual
we will
mode.
stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
Jesus Christ.
The captain's not here. I'm in charge now, Joker, and time's wasting. Get this bird in the air.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
calm down, Shepard. Calm down. That was only 4 points of Renegade. I'm not sure it was worth it. Shepard needs to chill. I personally.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
That's one of
Yes,
them's
ma'am.
really cute.
Understood, ma'am.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
This is bigger than humanity. Saren's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
Better not be a problem. Better not
Yes,
be a
ma'am.
problem, Presley. I'm getting Renegade points left, right, and center. You love to see it. Nope. Actually, get the codex entry. You get XP points. Boop. Bum, 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 bum. Let's go and see Hayden. Got the XP from this.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
All
We'll
right,
talk
okay.
another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Do we get to talk to our lovely new crew members? All of the aliens, with the exception of one, but all of the aliens at the moment are down in cargo. Rex in his casual wear, you love to see it.
Ship you got, Shepard.
Cheers, Rex.
What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Yeah, they tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
Seems similar enough to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
You're still here. Can't be all that bad.
Oh,
I
Shepard,
don't
read the
expect you
room.
to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Shepard.
Commander,
What's your opinion of the last mission?
kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
They died, you lived. That happens in this job.
Eating death.
Commander, believe me, I understand that. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The answer seems plain enough to me. Be more alert.
Aye, aye, Commander. I'll make
Wow.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
sure. I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties
Hi,
done.
Baz.
I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Alright.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Holy nuts. Wait, don't go and be mean to Garrus now. I don't know if I can handle this. Okay.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point.
I
If I'm
love
trying to
this,
take down a
Shepard.
suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
You did the right thing. Life's too short to sit around waiting for things to happen.
Oh, he's gonna love her so much.
Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Oh, he's gonna love her. Oh, man. Some of this I love, some of it I hate. She's gonna be such a bad influence on Garrus. Oh, my God.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
Ambassador Udina made me take her along.
Normally, I don't have anything nice to say about politicians, but he made a good call on this. However, I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo. Only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
That
Why
makes
doesn't it work with
sense.
faster than light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed, and she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, but we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
I
Carry
love
on,
this
Adams.
game.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Hi, Tally.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
I don't like the idea of aliens studying the architecture of Alliance ships.
We're on the same side here. My people have more reason to hate the Geth than anyone, remember? But you can't blame me for being a little excited. I never dreamed I'd get a chance to travel on a ship as advanced as the Normandy.
It's only slightly. It's like the Normandy, the SL1. Sorry, not the SL1, because the Normandy SS3, the layout is only slightly bigger, I believe, than the outside of the Normandy. The SR2, you couldn't have the side wings, so you couldn't have the two lounges either side. They don't fit in the ship. I'm being pedantic and weird. I'm being someone who's done a lot of research on Mass Effect.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet.
Perfectly
is the
normal
key to
about
the
Mass
survival
Effect.
of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running.
I know it was a Doctor Who joke.
Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I could talk so much about this game. So if I do start to go off on a tangent and start talking about like something lore-based in this game and you're bored of me, but feel free to ask questions as well if you have any questions, because it's all very new knowledge for me with Mass Effect. So it's been like it's been like a year, effectively, or a year and a bit of like Mass Effect knowledge. So I study a lot. If I'm into something, I'm into something hard. So I will study a lot about it. Okay.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted.
I'm so ready for Mass Effect 5, but that's years ahead, years away.
We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine and process our own fuel.
I have series on it as well.
But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Decent cell structure. Potentially.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my
I haven't yet. I'm gonna play it off straight after I play Mass Effect. I'm gonna play Andromeda.
It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I can't believe they just send
I've done that one, sorry.
Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I want to talk about something else.
Like
Okay,
what?
we've done the pilgrimage.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
There is a mod for Mass Effect 3 that implants like information about Andromeda into the game. I've played through that mod and that's made me more excited to play Andromeda.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
listen to Tally talk for hours.
To serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
You didn't really think they'd just let you destroy them without a fight, did you?
The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated.
Doesn't do the Quarians any favors.
Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It does serve you right.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life.
Hi, Chris.
That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
Ali!
See you
later. I should definitely go. I should go and shoot something. I've not shot something for hours. It feels like. There he is. There's my boy. Let's do the opposite of the walk of the first time I played this game. The first time I played it, and I'll show you because it's better exemplified on the map because you can actually see the points where you have to go. But let's come over here to the galaxy map in a moment. Look, right, and so you wouldn't see all of this normally. You'd get like something here, and then I think there's something here, and then Liara's dig site. So to me, it made sense to go out to Liara's dig site. What you should do is come back from Liara's dig site, which is what I'm going to do. Can you fly anywhere like an Elite Dangerous? No, you can't fly the Normandy. You can't fly the Normandy. The Normandy, Joker flies the Normandy. But you can just pick and choose where you go. And it's it's open for you to go to places where you might want to go. Like if you've picked up a mission, bit like a fleet carrier. So like I'm here now. Where am I looking? I'm looking for is it Theron? Yeah. Is it lots of gas? It doesn't matter what it is. Here we go. It's Mako time. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute since I've been in the Mako.
I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Mako doesn't believe in steering. Which way am I going? Wait, which way do I go? Here. This way. It's on minimap alert. Bad guys on minimap. I guess ship. Who puts in a meeting at 16:30? A mad lad. Some kind of mad lad who has no respect. Whee! Right, I need to find a list of places where all of the, I think it's the matriarch stuff is the stuff that I need. Oh shit. That's a turret. They should be taking out the back and shot. A path is taking
Only
this.
a fool punches a knapsack in the mouth. We should sneak around and pull its tail.
Okay, we'll sneak around. Shh. No one saw us, not even any of the turrets. What? It's alright, Mako. We've got this. Need to kill me some gas. Right, are all the gas outside done? No. Yes? Doesn't matter. How do I get out of the... There we go. Right, wait!
Remember to stay hydrated. I thought Palaven was hot. Remember to stay hydrated. Remember to stay hydrated.
Oh, hammer 2. Hammer 2. Oh no, that's gonna heat sink. There may be sniper gas in one of those buildings. I don't know that there are, Corvus. Do I need to open that? I don't even need to bother opening that gate. We're already through. I believe There's one in the other building. I don't think I need to open the gates, and I don't think there are any, like, high up. A little bit later, there are snipers. I just need to get this door open. Do 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 do. Shock trooper.
I thought Palaven was hot.
The only time he talks canonically about Palaven being hot as well. Palaven is hot. Oh, is that? Oh. Palaven is hot because it's radioactive. Or maybe Reaper 2. Or was Reaper 2 the other one? Oh, yeah, definitely. I've got a Reaper 2. I've got a Reaper 2. What are you thinking? Right, yeah, there's a Geth somewhere. It's fine, we'll take them out when we get a bit further around. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. You're not dying. Why are you not taking my bullets? To the lava with you! Do 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 do. Oh, more Geth ship. You're not dying. Die. Nope. No shoots. Do 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 do. I don't think I've added any of my quick actions to my hotbar. I must remember to do that. You know what? You can say stuff like, oh, I really hate the Mako and all of that stuff. But the Hammerhead, that's the vehicle that you get in the other games. The Hammerhead is bad. I wonder if there's anything in here that I can get in. Doesn't look like it. Like, the Mako's not great. I will acquiesce that the Mako... Acquiesce? I admit that the Mako isn't great. But when presented with the options between the Mako and the Hammerhead, Hammerhead is made of paper. It's more maneuverable, but it's made of paper. I might not even bother doing the Hammerhead missions. But I will because I'm a completionist. I saw something on Mass Effect Reddit the other day going, I did it once. I did the Hammerhead missions once and now I just don't do them. Because the Hammerhead missions in Overlord are plenty. Right. Out we get, fam. Let's level up. Okay, you've got what is arguably the best armor on. Yeah, true. Once you've done the Hammerhead missions, you can do them pretty fast. That is a very valid point. It's just more like arduous. I leave him with the Lancer. Yeah, no, we're good. Oh, level up. Level up, level up, level up. Oh. Intimidate's already nearly full. Love that. I think we'll get... Okay. Do that. That'll change to tactical shield in time. Garrus!
Bring it on!
I need to find some nice armor for my Turian. Do, do, do. My squishy Turian, where are you shooting? Don't take that rocket to the face, Garrus! Do. Oh, that didn't kill it. Freaking shock troopers. Shit. There we go. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Can we shoot that now? Okay.
We got them all, Shepard.
I know. Right, I have a means of doing this bit as well. It's so pretty. Because we have to run away, because it's the big mean thing. Technical terms. Are they computers? They're Geth. They're synthetic. They're synthetic life. Right. Run away before Garrus dies from it. Okay, come on team. Come on team, we're going this way. You're coming back over the ridge before you both die from it. What did I say? Come back here. Okay, that's one down. That's two down. Is that three down? Nope, that one's still up. There we go. Okay, please don't take the big rocket to the face. I could have... See if that works. Did that work? He was hacked. I don't know what that meant though. Is it MMO? No. It's BioWare from the golden age of BioWare. If I stand here, he won't kill any of us. Because his little cannon thing will kill any of us in one shot. Oh, who else is showing me then? Oh, has he got bullets too? Good shooting the ground, boys. Come on. I think there's a geth over there as well. Yes, got him. Yeah, there is. Do, and there's normally one around a corner here. Yeah, I can see him on the mini-map. There's a datapad there too. That's gonna have a mission. Hi, pal! Security briefing for EA mining operations. Recent EA operations logs in the Exodus cluster have flagged a series of unauthorized orbital adjustments to the asteroid designated for a prospective orbital station near Terra Nova. The trajectory adjustments do not align with our standard protocols and have been executed out of our operation oversight. Immediate investigation is recommended. I believe that is bring down the sky. Maybe. That might be bring down the sky, which is a DLC. That might be referencing that. Don't know for certain, can't remember, but it feels like it. Okay, let's go down into this big tunnel. I sure hope there are no guests down here.
Finally some action.
Finally some action. Garrus Vicarian.
Shields disabled.
Yes, it does. No, yes, it does. I think you're right, Corvus. I think that is going down the sky, though. It is Batarians. Is it Terra Nova, though?
We got them all, Shepard.
I can't remember whether it's Terra Nova. That's my thing, because it could be, because Batarians are everywhere doing nefarious activities.
I've never visited a Prothean ruin before. Aside from the Citadel, I mean.
Hey, York. Welcome to the land of space things. No, right. So there were two. There were two. I don't think you're right there. There were two different versions of Terra Nova. Terra Nova is also a planet, if memory serves. I think there are two different. Because Terra Nova is... Oh my god, Milovich?
Protheans sure build things homey.
Milovich? Who's the guy who run... Because it's also that... It's Earth first, isn't it? Mikhaevich? I think Mikhaevich. Hey, the elevator's gone. Yes, yeah, there. I'm right, okay. There are two Terra Novas.
Hello? Could somebody help?
There she is, look at her. Oh, beautiful, beautiful Liara.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped, I need help.
Quit shouting! This place is crawling with Geth.
Sorry, I am a little... Look, my name is Dr. Liara T'soni. I am an archaeologist. Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
You shouldn't have been messing with technology you don't understand.
I wasn't going to let the Geth capture me. Besides, I know how it works. Mostly. There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
There is a political party, okay. I knew it was Terra something.
Hostile spot.
Oh, thanks for letting me know, Gar. There we go. Is this good? Yes. Yes, with the that's Mass Effect 2. Don't worry, we'll get to that. Yeah, you don't get to snipe at me, bitch. Do. Oh man.
Soft kill squad.
Chris, did you do a murder? Scratch one.
Perimeter secured.
Thanks, baby cakes. Is that a little bit too forward? Do you mind being called baby cakes, Garrus? Because you don't really get a choice. I'm not gonna lie. It's alright, you'll get used. Right. Let's see if I remember this. Have it. There it is. Left is the last one. Yay! We got through with the explosions. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it definitely won't have damaged the foundation of the whole place. Cute, 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 cute. Hi.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
That's the same on everyone.
Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Garrus is reach, you can take a nickname. You take a lot more than Sharp, Claire.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should
Beautiful
take us out of here.
Liara.
Come on.
Look at her, she's so young!
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. Obviously, he wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
Okay. I guarantee you Garrus isn't going to survive this next fight.
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
Rex. Do 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 do. In my original notes for my walkthrough, it says...
Or don't. That would be more fun.
We don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
I like your attitude.
Shields disabled.
There goes Garrus!
Charging up.
Yep, that's Garrus down. No one saw that coming, there's Rex. Okay, where's the Battle Master gone? Let's get rid of them. Oh fuck. They're both down. Do you think it might have been the rocket that took them out? Get! Need a new remote for that? I don't know, there's a Garrus shocked face, I think, somewhere. I think there's a Garrus shocked face somewhere. Thank you for the follow, welcome on in.
Spare the Asari if you can. None.
Right, try not to die. Yeah, there we go. Garrus emotes. I think I have 3 on tier 2 though, because I didn't have shit. Oh look. I know that he's getting back up. Run away, run away. Fuck! I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. I'm going to switch weapons. Switch weapons, Claire. Just use your rifle.
Spare the Asari if you can. No, it doesn't matter.
Why am I on pistol? Now I'm on shotgun. Give me assault rifle, that's better. Which means if I scroll down, I'll get a sniper rifle straight away. Garrus is down. Right, got him down. Should be okay. Right. Garrus, my love, get up for me, would you? Thanks, pal. Did you get up? Did you get up and then go straight back down? Sure. Okay, are we good? Nope, people are still insisting on... Oh, God. Okay, good. Phew. Running, lads, let's go. Go on, team. Good work, good work. Good work, good stuff. Proud of you all.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
He is a jerk.
Sometimes Joker's a real ass. Just try to ignore him.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours. But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleanse the galaxy of clues. But here's the
Suspicious.
incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
Get to the point.
The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
Okay.
You're not much of an expert, Doctor. The answer's been standing in front of you the whole time. The Protheans were wiped out by a race of machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
Shepard isn't doing, like, Renegade Shepard doesn't do a very good job of not affirming the fact that every other race or every other species is wary of humans. Like, she very much affirms that she's, like, cleverer than them, or she's like, oh, I'm getting angry at Shepard. Although I still think she thought.
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Saren, or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
At the same time, though, Liara complained about her age being a factor and they shamed Shep for her info at first because she didn't have 50 years of research. It'd take you off too, yeah, true. So what good are you?
Looks like we wasted our time here.
Wait, Commander. Saren might try another attempt on my life. I'd feel safer if you let me stay on your ship. Besides, my knowledge of the Protheans might prove useful later.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
I'm not saying great another 8.
We've already got every other non-human species on board. Might as well add an Asari to the team.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I
thought I was going to be such an arsehole.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over.
Hi, Golden Samurai.
Are we finished here, Commander?
Go see the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
So much. I absolutely do.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. T'soni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
You are free to act as you see fit, Commander. Our role is to offer guidance and advice.
It's up to you if you're smart enough to listen.
I don't need this.
Communications cut, Commander.
Oh, that feels so good. Let's go and say hello to Joker, see if he's got anything to say.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
Saving my boots from burning lava is part of your job, Joker. We don't give medals to soldiers for doing their jobs.
That figures. Just
My
get
sole
me a nice
reason.
carpet. No coconut, though. I hate that crap. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
My sole reason for doing a Renegade run is solely to hang up on the council. You tried to raid Renegade Shepard and I just couldn't. You know what? I'm doing on stream because I wouldn't do it off stream, Jay. So it wouldn't. I know I wouldn't be able to do it off stream. So my thoughts were, if I do it on stream, I can sort of like, to some extent, you guys can hold me a little bit accountable, but also I want to sort of like save my playthrough a little bit, because the last time I played it on stream was my very first playthrough. To some extent.
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet, if you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful.
So I can do it so you guys don't have to.
For your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet.
Well, I love
Top of my class in
Joker.
flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I can't have you on this ship if you're going to infect my crew.
Infect the crew? Oh man, you have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not going to break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though.
I love him so
much. I
much.
can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot.
Yeah, that's fair.
By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, you're gonna be disappointed. My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets. Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the academy.
That's fair.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
Oh, I see ya. Okay. Let's go and see new crew members and old crew members. I think I might sleep with Liara. Yeah, I think I'll sleep with Liara.
Commander, do you have a minute?
Okay.
What's on your mind, Lieutenant?
I'm not gonna do I don't.
I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading.
Now I can.
We've got our orders. Belly aching won't change them.
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. And it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
I'm sure your letters home are very poignant. Just keep this kind of sentimentality out of the CIC.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry to have wasted your time. I'm right about the mission, though. I know it. Anything you need, Commander?
Okay, we'll just do this
Trying
one.
to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll
Okay.
have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. T'soni. She seems nice enough. Hard to believe she's older than both of us put together.
Any intentions there, Lieutenant?
No, Commander. Just art appreciation.
We'll talk another time,
Oh, I'm so mad. Just art appreciation.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
I just want to talk.
Of course. I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander.
No.
If you hadn't shown up,
I had to save you. You can help me stop Saren.
I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Promises are easy to make, but hard to keep.
I do not begrudge you your suspicions. I just hope in time you will come to trust me.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
God, I'm gonna...
You're right, that doesn't sound very interesting.
On occasion, I have run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumbled across small bands of privateers. That probably does not seem very exciting to someone like you. I guess seeking out history's lost secrets holds a special appeal for me. I would give a century of my life to discover a beacon like the one you found on Eden Prime. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
I'm not some artifact you can take back to the lab,
God.
Doctor.
I am sorry, Commander. I did not mean it like that. I am used to dealing with computers and data disks. I am not very good with people. I let my professional curiosity get the better of me. Please forgive me. Let us talk about something else.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
Any chance she's in this for power or personal gain?
No, not the Benezia I knew. But I hadn't spoken with my mother in many years. She may have changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us.
Exactly.
The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating
Have
rituals.
a good meeting, Chris.
My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
So you'll have sex with anything?
Now you see how rumors get started. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Why agree to the union if she didn't want any children?
I cannot answer that. This is all speculation on my part. It is possible she wanted to be part of my life, but something happened to her before she had the chance. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Liara's the only Asari with eyebrows. I know they're painted on, but she's the only Asari with eyebrows. Like, properly defined eyebrows. Some of them have eyebrows in, like, their facial markings, but Liara is the only Asari with eyebrows. You're welcome. If you didn't know that already. You won't be able to unsee it now. Saving Garrus.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I'll decide what's important. Now tell me how you know Saren.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I'm not gonna read what you said, Corvus, but I need to double check something about that.
I didn't know Saren was openly
But I
recruiting.
don't think she definitely isn't.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter.
I mean, every other Asari in the game doesn't have eyebrows, apart from Liara.
I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted.
Almost. I think there's one that does.
Watching. Couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. T'soni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I'm sure.
I'm not sure I believe it either. It's better to have her where we can see her.
That makes sense. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time. Off the record.
Is this duty-related, Chief?
No, ma'am. Well, maybe. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but, I'm concerned about the aliens. Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
I share your concerns, Chief, but I'm under orders.
Under orders to let aliens gather military intelligence? I can't believe that was the Alliance's intention. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
I trust that's not insubordination, I hear.
No, ma'am. That's patriotism. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
Yeah, the council's had a grudge against us since the first contact war.
We even started it.
I think it's... Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
This is an Alliance warship, not the Parliament floor. If you're Earth first, vote for the Terra Firma party.
Terra Firma is a pack of jackals. The founders had ideals. These days they just play off xenophobia and bigotry. I hope my reasons are more rational. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, ma'am.
Would totally die saving the dog from the bear. Also,
I did get a rotation on a space station.
Also, I would...
Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
I would do a lot for Artie. I genuinely would.
Guess you make a habit of second-guessing your superiors.
No, ma'am.
I never knew my family. Grew up an orphan on Earth. Anybody in your family I'd have heard of?
Couldn't say, Commander. So why are you out here?
You choose your dogs over most people.
I'm here to put hypervelocity rounds through the heads of bad guys.
Most satisfying part of the job, Commander.
I expect you to keep your family politics to yourself, Chief. This mission will be difficult enough without you picking fights with aliens.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
I enjoyed being mean to Ashley then. Where's my renegade? Okay. Spectre's there. Cool. I think I'm gonna get like that. No. Hacking. Get the hacking score up. Welcome back. Chris, that definitely could have been an email. That definitely could have been an email, or it was cancelled. I'm going to see Tally and then I'm going to speak to Garrus. There is no way. I think she's sad now.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
I'm not saying like I need this. What's wrong?
Okay. I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving.
Wild.
And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
You'll get used to it.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
I need my crew to be in top form. I can't have you daydreaming about going home.
Don't worry, Shepard. I know what's at stake. If we don't stop Saren, I won't have a home to go back to. I'll be ready when you need me.
I've done all those.
I should go.
I should go. Hi. I should go. There's a hot boy over here that I would very much like to talk to. Hello. Hello.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
He's not impressed that you're going after Saren?
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren.
So beautiful.
He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it.
He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Spoken like a true CSEC officer.
Yeah, it's a speech I've heard one too many times. But Saren's not gonna play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
I'm right behind you, Commander.
God, I'm giving... This is my least favorite timeline. My least favorite timeline of Garrus is one who I am agreeing with when it comes to being heavy-handed and all of that shit. I've just realized what I'm gonna have to do. I've never done that in Mass Effect 2. I'm gonna do something in Mass Effect 2 I've never done. Holy butts, that's wild. Oh, I still can't get over the fact that I shot first. That's so funny. Okay, right, we've done Theros. Then I should have Bring Down the Sky, which is in Exodus. And I know this is really early. It's quite early to do it, but the reason I'm doing it is so I can build up Renegade points, or build up Intimidate points, specifically.
Commander, we've got a priority signal from 5th Fleet Headquarters. Patching it through?
Commander, there's a situation in the Exodus cluster. Terrorists seized an asteroid being moved into orbit around Terra Nova. They're gonna bring it down. We only have an hour before the rock hits the red line.
Why was the asteroid being moved?
I think they're gonna tether it to an orbital elevator. I didn't ask. All that's important to us is that a big rock is gonna hit dirt in 60.
What do you need us for? Just blow it into rubble.
I have ships standing by, but the terrorists have hostages aboard. There was an engineering crew of 100 aboard the Rock. They were monitoring stability during transit. As far as we know, they're still aboard.
It does sound a bit risky. Then I'd say weapons free.
If we have no other choice, we'll do that. I hope you can give us another option. Your best option is to gain control of the engines. The engineers installed 3 fusion torches to propel it from the asteroid belt into orbit. If you can get control of them in the next hour, you can change the asteroid's vector, steer it into a stable orbit around the planet. If that's impossible, see if you can get the engineers out. We'll blast the Rock into rubble. If all else fails, we'll have to sacrifice the hostages.
We have our own mission to worry about.
I understand. No, that's a lie. I don't understand. But you're not under my command. Officially, I can only beg for favors. We'll handle it ourselves. 5th Fleet out.
We're not going to do it now. Yes, I can. I can do it. I can do it. Can I do it? Oh no. Am I not actually able to do it? Have I fucked this so hard that I can't actually do it? Is there not an asteroid there anymore? If I do this, I wonder if I can go back to that. Yeah, I think I should be able to go back to that. I didn't know I could soft lock that either. That's very strange. Hopefully it doesn't have a save. I might have to very quickly run through and talk to... I'll see where I am. Okay. It is going to involve me. That DLC then softlocked without saving it first. I think I have to go and speak to everyone again. Yeah, I do. Right, okay, in that case, given the fact that it's 10 to 5, I think I will wrap up here, and then we'll do Bring Down the Sky when we come back on. Yeah, we'll do Bring Down the Sky when we come back on Wednesday. That'll be the first thing that we do. I'll just quickly run through this between streams.